Morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning that I may have to wear.
Are you there?
My reading glasses to read the comments. Something's going on with my eyes today. Oh well. I'll just hope that you guys write in really big letters. It's September 27th. Charlie and I are playing up in Sunapee, New Hampshire. Hi, Rita.
Yeah.
Rita, I saw that you did your
Rita.
big run. Congratulations. Hi, Warren Bendler. Hi, Daniel. Thank you, Mark Wilson. They're my reading glasses. I think I need to clean them a little bit here. I'm going to the eye doctor, ironically, after this. Hi, Kathy Marzik.
Kathy.
You did, said Rita. Thank you. Oh, Rita, you're doing great. Hi, Claude Galinsky. I'm looking at those socks you gave me for my birthday, and they say nothing can stop a girl if you give her good socks. I think that's what they said. Hi, Janet Peterson. Good morning.
Janet.
I'm sitting here with Marie. Hi, Marie Eaton.
Lawson.
Nice to
I
see
see
you.
Lawson's name down there.
Hi, Lawson. Lawson, you got
Steve.
hacked. Lawson got hacked. If Lawson Drinkard sends you a friend request, don't take him up on it. You got hacked.
The computer must be a little closer to me because I can see some names.
You can read them?
Well, not all of them, but some of them, yeah.
And there you go. Hi, Steve Longo. I am an old woman. Hi, Janet Simpson. Named after my mother. My old man, he is another child that's grown old. If dreams of thunder and lightning was desire, this old house, it would have burned down a long time ago. Hi, Barb. Everybody sing. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Hi, Tammy. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, oh, I had me a cowboy. They weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man, John Denver. But that was a long time, no matter how I try. Well, the years they roll by like a broken down dam. Hi, Emily. Make me a poster of mine from Montgomery. I screwed up. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. Hi, Raleigh. Hi, Steve Edelman. There's flies in the kitchen. I can hear them, they are buzzing. But I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening with nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Hey, Judy. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. I screwed up. There we go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Sorry, Charlie, I ruined your harmony. I was looking at Daniel Bowling.
I screwed up.
There's pies in the kitchen. That's a good idea. Hi, Ken Hardley. Ed McCormick says hi from Paris. Holy
Hey,
cow.
Ed. You
Ed
guys
and
have
Deborah
been
in Paris.
all over the place.
Oh my God, you guys
feeling?
travel.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, Ed got COVID. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Hi, Karen Downey. Nice to see you. Well, we're glad to see you guys all this morning.
Yeah.
I love that. I'd rather have pies in the kitchen, says Daniel Bowling. I agree. Ken Hardley, a great way to start the day. Thank you. Nice to see you, Ken. Hi, Lisa Tracy. Claude Galinsky says, my pies rarely buzz. You know, there's like a wealth of possibilities in that statement that I won't even go there. Okay, Charlie.
So what are we doing next? Oh.
Hi, Susan Douglas. spell check has hijacked Susan Douglas. It says hi, Cody and Charlie. That's what spell check does to my name. It makes me into Cody. I got my ukulele fixed. I haven't been playing as much because it had a buzz. And speaking of buzzing, there's a wonderful luthier here in Brattleboro who fixed it for me this weekend. Hi, Mike Burwood. I'm looking at my stuff today. It's coming up in every way. Probably enough to say it's a very tired old song. It's a day like this when my mind makes a little fist, and it brings out the list of all the ways my world went wrong. All the people who stood in my way, all the venues I did not play, all the things I thought I had to say before the opportunity was gone. Took me many years to learn. Open your mouth and the bridge gets burned. Most of the world is really not concerned. It's probably better left unsaid. All the mess that I left behind, all the wreckage that is mine, memories I would rather not find in the recesses of my head. All the people who stood in my way, all the stupid games I tried to play, the things I thought I had to say before the opportunity was gone. Songs like this are hard to end. The chords keep coming around again. You think you're almost out and then it pulls you back in. And maybe life's not fair. Some damage cannot be repaired. But I think the list is there to remind me not to share every thought in my head. Hi, Gil Braverman. You guys can see our ceiling. That's probably annoying. Hi, Larry Pattis. Nice to see you. Hi. Larry, I see that you're playing some shows online.
I'm guessing that it's time for me to switch
to the bass. Yeah. So for those of you living in our area, we're playing in Sunapee at the Sunapee Coffee House this Friday night. And just last weekend, we were in Saratoga Springs. We had a wonderful time with Sloan Wainwright and Glenn Rothell. And we did a workshop there that was really fun, a songwriting workshop. And Sloan did a voice workshop. We definitely had a good time, but we got tired. I'm demoing the Colorado Roots Music Camp excellent mug that Jen Lefevre makes. And I'm not demoing, I apologize, the Puget Sound Guitar Workshop shirt today because it's cold. Our house is cold in this time of year. We have a great house for the summer and a great house for the winter, but the shoulder seasons, our house is cold because we don't have the heat on and it's very well insulated. So it's cold here this morning. Look at Charlie. He's prepared. Hi, Keith Shaw. So we were making a list this morning. We've been pretty busy and pretty tired, and so we didn't rehearse. Oh my gosh, I'm going to Sunapee tomorrow, says Susan Douglas. Wow. You'd have to stick around for like 3 or 4 days, Susan. So I was making a list of songs we haven't played for a while, and this is one of them. This is a song I wrote about my mom's house in Concord, New Hampshire, which my brother sold this summer. So the beautiful trees that show up and the gardens that show up in this song now belong to a very nice younger family. In my mother's house, there are flowers, fountains and gold. In my mother's house, there is every fairy tale ever told. In my mother's house, there is beauty in the sudden summer storm. My mother's house, there is love in all its wonder taking form. In my mother's house are fields of plenty. In the fall, it's like they're all on fire. In my mother's house, there are song is a bit ancient birds in the nestlings in my mother's house. There is a time to gather and a time to rest. In my mother's house are hunters and hurricanes, and everything can die. My mother's house, there is heartbreak waiting, and no one really knows why. In my mother's house, there is beauty breaking in the storm. My mother's house, there is love in all the wonder taking form. So in the middle of that song, Daniel Bowling very helpfully wrote, the guitar sounds a bit phasey this morning. Could be that's just too loud. It's a loud guitar. Or it could be that, our internet, which is sometimes funky, is being funky. Hi, Matthew Ryan. Okay, it's not just me feeling fuzzy. Yeah. So are our voices phasing too? I'm kind of curious now. Good thing we're not trying to play anything too heartbreaking. So Charlie, let's play Hannibal, and then let's have you do your song.
Okay.
It's the internet speed, says Warren Bendler. Yeah, yesterday our internet kept going down. Overall sound is a bit odd. Original sound. You don't have it on this, but wait. How can I do this? Can I do this? Settings. Guys, I'm glad you said that, because what happened? Okay, I bet this fixed it. I'm on StreamYard. Here's a little story. Internet is to blame. Actually, maybe not. It might be. I don't know if this changed it, but yesterday, I just did something different. I took out the echo cancellation and all that on StreamYard, which Brian Dozer once told me is a trouble. So here's what happened yesterday. I discovered last week, when I was trying to send a video of one of my songs to some students, that the advertisement on YouTube on my song was for a far-right Republican candidate in New Hampshire for governor, and I was for senator, and I was very upset about it. And so I called up CD Baby, who does now your volume has dropped dramatically. Oh, thank you, okay. Let's go to audio, and let's turn up the mic volume. Actually, let's try this. Okay, so Daniel, so I'll go back to automatically adjustment, but I got rid of echo cancellation. So let's see how that works. Recovering from 4 days of Tommy Camp in Nashville, says Steve Edelman. The sound changed, but then you got quieter. Okay, so I've changed it again. So anyhow, CD Baby tells me they have no way to affect the advertisements that go on my songs on YouTube. So that doesn't help. But what they said to me is, you should clear out your cache of cookies, because that will mean you won't see those ads anymore, which doesn't necessarily help. Still quiet, says Daniel Bowling. Okay, I'm going to turn up the mic. And then what they said to me was, let's try that. Does that help? Am I louder now? They said if you turn off automatic, you should have a slider of some kind of. I did. I raised the volume. Still quiet. So anyway, they said clear out your cookies. I cleared out my cookies yesterday, and nothing on StreamYard worked. No, said Daniel Bowling. Did that fix it? Okay, so luckily we're not doing anything. So anyway, what I discovered is if you clean out your cookies, it changes all the stuff that StreamYard has been remembering about me. How am we sounding now? I feel like we've gone back 2 years to when I couldn't hear. I can hear you just fine, says Lisa Tracy. Thank you. Luckily, we're not about to play a... Barb Scott. Yes, louder, but rounder tones. Is that good? Janet Better, Peterson says better.
See if we still have the phasey.
The phasey thing. Can't tell you till you sing places, Tom Peterson. This comes from la 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 la. Hannibal crossed the Alps. Did you learn that in history? Hannibal crossed the Alps. The elephants were a mystery to the Roman army on the other side. Elephants from Switzerland, boy, were they surprised. Hannibal crossed the Alps. He said there's nothing to it. Hannibal crossed the Alps. Come on, boys, we can do it. Just a little further, and Rome could be taken. Hindsight says Hannibal was mistaken. Thank you, everybody. Hannibal crossed the Alps. He started in Spain. Hannibal crossed the Alps. Imagine the baggage train. Food and shelter for 100,000 Roman troops. Imagine that on your next morning commute. Hannibal crossed the Alps. Can you say Carthaginian? Hannibal crossed the Alps. But now we call him Libyan or Phoenician or Tunisian, or to confuse you more, the Romans called it the Punic Wars. Hannibal crossed the Alps. It was brilliant. He was brilliant and bold. Hannibal crossed the Alps, but his men were very cold. These were not the northern Goths, not the Vandals. These were North Africans marching through snow in sandals. Hannibal crossed the Alps a long, long time ago. Hannibal crossed the Alps, that's all you need to know.
That's about all I do.
Hi, Jamie Michaels. Nice to see you. Sounds good in Santa Fe, he says. Everybody seems to say we sound a little better. Late to the party, says Pat Buckness. Sounds great here. Thank you. Barry Kasendorf, hi. Warren Bedler says, yep, the sound is proved up. Phasing is gone now, says Claude. Improve, says Tom Smith. Good, says Barb Scott. Oh, that means that rounder tones means good. Better, says Daniel Bowling. Hi, DLC. Good morning. Sounds good to the headphones. Love it. Sounds good in Santa Fe. Wow, Jamie Michaels. Will we see you at Kerrville? We're going to be there the 14th and 15th. I hope we will. Jamie Michaels is a fine singer-songwriter in Santa Fe, if you want to check him out. Okay, Jennifer. Here it is, Jennifer. The maker of this mug is Jennifer Lefevre here. And if you go to her Facebook page, she has beautiful pottery on it, and she makes the mugs for the Colorado Roots Music Camp. You know, if it weren't for you, I'd have never known about Hannibal crossing the Alps, says Warren Bendler. You just finished her morning run, says Jennifer Lefevre. You probably ran up a mountain about 15 miles. That's my guess. Okay, Charlie, let's do your song.
So here's a Cliff Everhart song. I've been working for about 2 weeks. I'm trying to learn how to play America
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful, and I finally I've given in. But this is a lovely song, which actually has a good message.
Wait, I got a coffee ground in my throat. Bill Nash says, come to Camp Nashville. Welcome home.
A station break while
Cozy cough.
Cozy gets her ground out of her throat.
You have to be careful. I used to say someday I was going to drown in my coffee. Okay, go.
Sun doesn't care on which side of the river. It lays its head down for a rest. She's waiting for me in the land of the free. It's ironic to me, I guess. I look at a seabirds fly over the borderline. They never have to spend a dime to have a home. Now look at the shape I'm in. My emotions are paper thin. They're gonna have to send me back again. That's the way that it goes. Over the water, over the mountains, over and over, she waits for me. Only in heaven there are no borders. Only heaven, the land of the free. If I had only caught that boat 300 years ago, there'd be no papers to show, not even my name. I cannot comprehend what we feel we must defend, because we all pretend we're all created the same. Over the water, over the mountains, over and over, she waits for me. Only in heaven there are no borders. Only in heaven, land of the free. the free.
Nice, Charlie. You're getting a lot of compliment here. John Ferrulo is chiming in and saying, love the way you sing that song, Charlie. Beautiful when y'all sing it together, says Daniel Bowling. Dan Sani, Dan and Faith are in Santa Fe. I hope you're seeing Jamie Michaels.
Yeah,
Great to hear you cover Cliff's great song. Judy Abbey sends us a heart. Beautiful. Lauren Payne, hi. Nice to see you. Welcome. Matthew Ryan, I love this Cliff Eberhard song. I love the harmony in Charlie's playing. Steve Longo, beautiful Charlie. DLC sends us many clappings. Thank you. I love saying DLC. I don't have to worry anymore about mispronouncing your last name, Deborah. Susan Douglas says, beautiful Charlie. Mark Wilson, lovely.
Thank you.
So we're getting into the fall here, and it's starting to get, oh look, here's Neil. I love this Cliff song, Charlie. Such perfection. Thanks so much for the song and that special timeliness, Neil Braverman. Neil, I love that you signed them because your YouTube handle is not your name. That's really sweet. Thank you. So we're getting into the time of year when I wrote this song. I was going to a gig in the Hudson Valley in New York. There used to be a folk club there. I can't quite remember the name of it right now. Maybe Friends of Fiddler's Green. And it was really dark. And actually, this is kind of timely because Linda Johnson, hi. Linda Johnson Zimmerman says, thanks, Charlie. Mary J. Williston, hi, Mary. Says, nice song, Charlie.
Isn't that a nice song?
It is beautiful. We're going to see Cliff in Kerrville.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to this gig, and I have a book on tape, and it's November, and so it got dark at about 5 o'clock, and I'm still driving to this gig that the sound check said 6:30. It's been dark for an hour. I do not want to get out of the car. I just want to stay in my car with my nice book on tape. And we're getting to that time of year, and when we've been driving recently, I say, can we listen to Harry Potter books on tape? And Charlie says yes. So that's what we do when we drive. Pat Buckner says, what a fine tune, Charlie. Excellent rendition. I also want to give a little shout out to Brooks Williams here, who is the one who told me you're not always going to feel strong every night. Ed McCormick's Moab Folk Camp's coming soon. That's right, Ed. Well, November's falling and I'm driving through the dark. I know every night you cannot feel strong. And I am on my way to the next church basement with coffee and a map and a song. And as I ramble around the highway, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the tree. Woody, watch over me. Well, I have a few songs and miles of memory of how most lives, they are not beyond repair. And there are ways the world is broken, but I can say for certain most people are good most everywhere. And as I ramble around the highway, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the tree. Woody, watch over me. So I'm on my way to the next part of nowhere. I am looking for the center and the light. My father hoped that I'd be someone of renown, but I'm driving to a new town tonight. As I ramble around the highway, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the tree. Barb Scott says, round peaches fall down from the tree. They do, while the peaches fall down from the tree. And Daniel Bowling, who probably has felt this just as much as me, says the next part of nowhere. Yeah, finding those shows that are in the middle of nowhere. So Charlie, you need a guitar now, so let's play that Woody Guthrie song as we go out. Okay. That second verse, by the way, was written about many things, but I used to play this wonderful house concert in Omaha, Nebraska, and with a family that had a lot of tragedy come through it. And I played through enough years to watch the tragedy start, and they lost a family member, and then they slowly recovered, and I just came through every year and did a house concert, and it was really interesting to come see every year how they were doing. And that's, part of the reason I wrote that verse. Lauren Payne says, great song, Woody Watch Over Me. Ruth Dameron, hi, grandson Guthrie and our Guthrie, yay, are back from taking his brother to preschool. Guthrie, heard you say Woody Guthrie in the song. Guthrie, that's a great name you have. We're going to play one more song. We'd like to remind you that Raleigh is coming up tomorrow at 3. And
Raleigh, how's Charlie doing?
Yeah, Raleigh has a new dog named Charlie the dog.
Yeah.
Named after many Charlies.
Yeah.
We saw him show up on his show yesterday. Charlie's a pretty laid back guy, looks like.
Yeah.
I want to say to
Charlie's a laid back guy?
the dog.
Oh, Charlie, that's not the impression I get. Charlie's quite an enthusiastic character.
Well, he was, but yesterday on the show he was pretty laid back.
Anyway.
I miss seeing a lot of you guys in person. Like my friend Barb Scott. I haven't seen you, Barb, in 3 years. Some of you I just haven't seen for a long time. Daniel Bowling drove to Moab last spring. That's the reason I've seen him. And Ed McCormick and Deb are going to come to Moab, and I see Janet because I go to camp. But I don't see a lot of you all the time, and I want to tell you that I miss seeing you. From that time when I was touring and I would sleep in all of your guest bedrooms. We want to thank you for joining us here today. Team Charlie says Charlie Bryant. That's one of the other Charlies that Charlie the dog is named after. Charlie Bryant, yeah. Charlie Ortolani, Charlie Hall, and Charlie Koch.
And Charlie Hall, most particularly Charlie Hall, passed away.
It was lovely to see you too, Daniel. Yeah, Charlie Hall.
Yeah.
Rambling round your city, rambling round your town. I never seen a friend I know as I go rambling round. The peach trees, they are loaded, the branches are bending down. I pick 'em all day for $1, Lord, as I go rambling round your city, rambling round your town. I never seen a friend I know as I go rambling round. Sometimes the fruit, it gets rotten. It falls down on the ground, and there's a hungry mouth for every peach as I go rambling round your cities, rambling round your town. I never seen a friend I know as I go rambling round. We're gonna do that turn around twice so I can talk to people. Thank you, Barb. Barb says we haven't changed a bit in 3 years. It isn't all that long. Okay, I believe you, Barb. I miss you though, honey. Judy Abbey says it's special to spend Tuesday with you too. Thank you for being here, Judy Abbey. There's Matthew Ryan. What a great song to follow the Woody Guthrie song. Warren says I like the combination of oud and guitar. And I turned the guitar so you could see Charlie, I turned this computer so you can see Charlie's guitar because Daniel Bowling said, tasteful on the guitar, Charlie.
She said what?
Tasteful on the guitar. And my father hoped that I would be someone of high renown, but I am just a refugee as I go rambling round your city, rambling round your town. I never seen a friend I know as I go rambling round. Big ending. I never seen a friend I know as I go rambling round. I like this angle here. It's kind of interesting. You get to see the other part of our house. You get to see that's our pellet stove over there behind the thing. And there's another piece of art you've never seen. There's more of our blue wall. Yay, made my morning once again. Thank you, Daniel, for being here. Linda Zimmerman and Ed McCormick.
Thank you all.
Dan
for being
Sinise
here.
says, glad we caught the show this week. Enjoy the Southwest there, Daniel.
Yeah.
DLC says, always a pleasure. It was raining, says Ed McCormick. In Paris when you started, it's sunny now. I love Tuesdays. Thanks to you and Charlie, says Neil Braverman. So thanks for being here with us. We hope you have a good week. Tomorrow, by the way, on Cafe Lena, really cool guy playing, and there's a live stream of it, a guy named Scott Cook. Somebody just turned me on to him. We're going to watch him, or I am. He's going to be live tomorrow night, so I just want to tell you that because I thought he was a really good songwriter. Tom Smith, thank you, Cozy and Charlie. Be well. It's always a pleasure to hear your songs. Janet Peterson, Janet and
Yeah,
Marie,
miss
we
you,
love
Janet.
you both. Mike Verbit says, love you guys. Matthew Ryan, Susan Douglas, love you guys. Thanks. Have a great week. Scott is wonderful, says Daniel Bowling. Yeah, he is. He's really cool. So tomorrow, Scott Cook live at cafelena.org in case you're looking for something. Pat Button is Scott's great. Boy, he's got some fans here. He's an amazing songwriter, says Dan Sinise. Yes, he's got a great one about the men and the women. Anyway, I just found out about him, even though I'm told I did a show with him. So Claude Galinsky says, thanks, Cozy and Charlie.
Hey, Claude.
So be well, be safe. Remember that we're all here, and thank you so much for being our kind and loving community. We love you guys. Thanks for helping me reset my StreamYard. And maybe I should stop cleaning out my cookies. Bye. See you next week.